Hello everyone, this is Waffle Raven, and we're doing... Whoop, we're not going to quit right away, we're going to start some more Hollow Knight. Excuse me a sec, I've just got to grip it and rip it. Delicious. And I've just got to have some meds of mine. Quick reminder to everyone out there, take your meds, drink some water, or in my case, carbonated beverage. It is helpful. For me, anyway. Never trust anyone who says that all meds for mental health conditions are bad, and never trust anyone who says that only meds for mental health conditions are bad. So, with that little segue out the way, I think we are going to return to the Kingdom's Edge. I do not think I'm ready for this, but when are we ever ready for anything? Now we do need more Geo, so I'll leave that on. We need to slowly start saving up to give Divine more of our Geo so she can fart us out some perfect charms. And I wish that sentence didn't make sense, but it does, unfortunately. It does. Anyway, we're going to journey on Stag Friend to King Station, and I'll meet you guys at the Kingdom's Edge. Alright, we are back in Kingdom's Edge. Ow. We have somewhere to go, which we could not reach without the double jump. Well, there's a couple of places actually, I think. It's up here, that's right. Alright. Let's see if we can find the source of that. Now if we see in the background, just above me here, kind of looks like the same sort of flesh as that butt. If we keep going up, we may recognize more of it. Ah yes, there was a lifeblood thingy in here with these pretty lifeblood butterflies. Oh, yep, so just above me here, it's like a big snake or something wrapping around. Ow. Ow. Stop knocking me down. Wasting my lifeblood. Oh boy. I should have kept that charm on, which makes this quicker. More of that shape in the background, and we're about to meet one of my favorite NPCs. Definitely a friend. We can hear him if you listen. Oh, tiny thing. You climb high, seek then knowledge of these lands. This ashen place is grave of worm. Once told, it came to die. But what is death for that ancient being? More transformation, methinks. This failed kingdom is product of the being spawned from that event. This is Bardoon. He is a giant caterpillar of sorts, completely invulnerable to us. And his face is kind of like an eye. Is it you bothering about my tail? Rest is somewhat disturbed, but I find the sensation not unpleasant or Alright, so Bardoon is into butt stuff, confirmed. No kink shaming here.
Billy Bob.
This falling ash is malt, the worm's corpse decaying. Endless, serene, sad. With its like gone, the world is smaller. Don't mistake, I am not a worm. Too small I am. Too many limbs. No foresight like those old things. For quiet retreat did I climb up here, away from spitting creatures. Yes, high up, away from simple minds, lost to light. Theirs is a different kind of unity. Rejection of the worm's attempt at order. I resist the light's allure. Union it may offer, but also a mind bereft of thought. To instinct alone a bug is reduced. So this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. Be on your way then? Its rest I'll return to, though in these times sleep oft proves uneasy. One prefers its mind not be pride. It is rather unsettling, rather invasive. You know what? That's completely fair there, Bardoon. My apologies. This guy's great. He has just told us a ton of lore. May not understand it all, but yeah. Bardoon is friend. Definitely huggable friend. He's very friend-shaped. Bye, Bardoon. We'll be back. So, what we get out of that is that this place is the place where an ancient worm came to die, basically. Worm is this giant godlike being. There you go, bud. And in other places we've learned that the worm is what turned into the king. Because the king is known as Worm to other people. So presumably he was this giant, great beast of a worm, but then he transformed into a more smaller bug shape that was more, prone to rule. And from Bardoon and others, it seems to indicate that he brought a kind of sentience to bugs and wanted to create order. So, that's something. But there's also a sense that, oh yes, we can get up here now. He didn't really, he did some bad shit, the Pale King. So, we're here to find his corpse, I suppose. Wanderer's Journal. This ash trapped. Poor fella. This is a beautiful little tent and everything. But yeah, so we're here to find his corpse. This ash that is, falling is actually the malt from its old body, which is creepy. It's like a giant area full of dandruff. Why we want to find its corpse is another matter, but people are steering us towards it. I just remember what's coming up, and I'm gonna change my charms. Boy, I really don't know. I'll try that one. So yeah, Pale King, very interesting character. His palace seems to have vanished. And there's a guard near his palace, which is, oh! Hornet! Hey, Hornet. There's a guard near his palace, which we can't dream now to get into yet. It's, like, protected by a seal or something, so maybe if we've upgraded our dream nail a bit more, we can keep going. So, you'd pursue the deeper truth. It isn't one the weak could bear. Oh, Hornet. Must we? Prove yourself ready to face it. I'll not hold back. My needle is lethal, and I'd feel no sadness in a weakling's demise. Alright, let's go. Show me you can accept this kingdom's past and claim responsibility for its future. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus, that's the first time I've done that first try. I got stuck here for like 50 different tries my first playthrough. Alright, Hornet, good game. Is it strong enough? So strong. You could do it if you had the will. But could you raise your nail once knowing its tragic conception? And knowing yourself? Then do it, Ghost of Hallownest. Head onward, burn that mark upon your shell, and claim yourself as king. Nothing cryptic there. Here's the corpse of the old worm. Looks a lot like the king's crown. Nice little design there. Cast off shell. This looks like... Presumably this is the egg where the Pale King hatched from once the worm died. Marked by King's brand, Hallownest shall recognize a new ruler. The kingdom's gates will open. Uh-oh. Thanks, Hornet. I owe you one. You notice now that there's no wind anymore again. Let's have a look. Is it in here? King's brand. Marks the bearer's king. Hallownest's ancient places shall open before it. Very specifically one ancient place. But characters will react differently to you now that you've got this brand. Worth noting that it doesn't literally make us a king. It's more figurative. It's the brand of the king. So the king had this brand. So it basically, it's almost like a badge of honor sort of thing. It's not like a crown that's like everyone's going to be like, oh, hell, the new king. No, it's a little bit more symbolic, I guess. Oops. That one, and this one, because I'm sick of dealing with those aspids. But yeah, so we're learning more about the king. Learning more about the lore. Interesting what Hornet was saying, if I would still have the will to continue, if I knew about my true conception. I don't think anyone really wants to know about their own conception, to be honest. But who knows? It might prove interesting. Hey Bardoon. Imagine doing this to Bardoon is kind of like ringing his doorbell to let him know we're on the way. Hey bud. Tiny thing. Oh, The mark of the worm you bear. Is it change you seek, or to save this ruin? That choice is yours. Always the smallest creatures that attempt the largest things. Be on your way then. I'll rest. It's rest I'll return to, though in these times sleep oft proves uneasy. I feel that, buddy. Okay guys, I was heading somewhere, but then I remembered about somewhere else. Anyone here Nicolas Cage fans? Because we're about to visit the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Open my eyes! Ah!
Okay, that took forever. Hiveling, smallest of the hive's inhabitants, carries out simple tasks. And the hunter says, weak, but hard-working and numerous. Their hairy little bodies are filled with a thick, sweet, golden liquid. Good to keep a few on you for long hunts. So he's kind of like using these as little fruit boxes. That's good to know. Now I always forget exactly where the entrance is here, but there's one of them. Let's see what's in here. That's a lot of bees. Ooh, grub. Let's call you Amelia. So this is not the main entrance, this is a little side entrance. Let's see if I can actually find the main one. Alright, it's down here. I completely forgot where it was for a sec. It's hard to find. So if you're here, which is right near the tram, you can do this the difficult way, but you can also do this. So this is the entrance. The one I found up there was a secret with a grub. The Hive. Oh, hello there. Where are you going? Ah! Shooting bees at me? Cowardly husk, its body colonized by hivelings. That's terrifying. But look at this area. It's so gorgeous. I'm not sure we could have come in here without the double jump, but I'm not 100%. Okay. Oh, big bee. Oh, Jesus. That's... Why do you turn into drills? Hive soldier defends the hive against intruders with extendable stinger. Hey, that's a bench. Locked in amber. Get the DNA from that bench and start a new park. Jurassic Bench.
Spared no expense.
Thank you. Alright. Now this area doesn't have a conifer in it, it's just part of the Kingdom's Edge, so we already kinda have a map for it. I'll keep the build as is for now. Actually, I take off this and add on grub song. Quick pause. Okay, we're back. Not gonna lie, I'm still kind of surprised that I beat Hornet first try. That's Hornet Sentinel, the second Hornet fight. Way more tricky than the first one. She's faster, has more health, lays down those traps. I think I kind of cheesed her with a quick heal. Lets you heal a lot more than usual. Essence tree. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up, assuming I don't get killed. Okay. Hardened tribe. Light familiar. It's gorgeous, this hive. All the like honeycomb and the meltiness. Very pretty. Also, the bees are just cute. I mean, even that guy's cute, but Jesus Christ. That's a big bee. Oh, they do 2 damage, I forgot. Oh no. Oh, I killed that big one. Alright. Hive Guardian. Protects the hive by hurling its huge body at intruders. It works. I'd buy a plush one of those, that's adorable. If you come in here before you get the upgraded nail, it can be a bit rough, not gonna lie. Oh, this is the other entrance I was thinking of. You have to access it from within. Alright. Back in the hive. Just break those chairs. Oh boy. Oh, it broke the... Don't break the platforms, I need them. I can break those. Okay. Look at this background. It's so gorgeous. It's that part of the video where I start gushing about how amazing this game looks. Jesus. Ow! ambush of these. At least we're picking up some more geo. I think that is where we came down to get the grub. I call her Amelia, I think. Okay. Whoop. Healing. Okay, here's a real tricky one for you. God knows how I figured this out, but I managed to the first time, I think. Oh, a secret. Grubby! You shall be... For the last one, Amelia. Let's go for a Bloodborne vibe. Let's call you Gascoigne. See you, Gascoigne. Had a Beatles theme, I can have a Bloodborne theme if I want. It's my video, and I'll Bloodborne if I want to. Big B. Ow. Oh, here's the trick. Get the Big B to attack here. Yes! Thank you, Big B. Ow! That's the only way you can get this. Mask shard. Yeah. Got plenty of them now. Might be needing that in a minute. Oh, one of these guys. Oh, another big one. I'm gonna ignore that big one and just keep going. Oh. Is that the queen? Guess she's dead? Asleep? Oh. Hey. Stop it. Uh-oh. Hive Knight! Damn it. I'm no good at fighting this guy. Alright. That sucked, so I'm gonna cut back to when I get back to that boss. I might change my charms up a bit too. That'll do. Alright, I'll see you back at the boss. Okay, back at the boss. Let's see how round 2 goes. I'm used to having another ability when I fight this guy. Come on, friend. Hey! None of that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you failed your queen. Sorry, bud. So, big behind, I guess, or a butt. Hive blood. 4 notches. Golden nugget of the hive's protection. Oh, precious hardened nectar. Heals the bearer's wounds over time, allowing them to regain health without focusing soul. Now this sounds way better than it is. In reality, what happens is, if you get hit, your health will start to regenerate slowly, but if you get hit again, it'll, like, it only ever regenerates 1. So if you get hit 4 times in a row, it'll regenerate 1, and that's it. Still useful, especially for one part in the game, but overall not as useful as it sounds. Otherwise it would probably be really broken. Oh, hello. My knight, at last you are freed. Small thing, I know your kind. If you attempt to resolve your past, then know that I am not the queen you seek. It is the pale beings that bear blame for your nature. Though this hive exists within Hallownest, we play no part in its attempt at perpetuation. Okay, fair enough. I'll leave you be. To rail against nature is folly. All things must accept an end. Probably right. Yeah. I'll leave you be. No pun intended. I am gonna quit menu and get back in so I don't have to fight all those bees. Okay. These 2 on, get hive blood, and I'll put quick slash back on. So now you can see up here our hearts have turned into little honeycombs, very cute. Now I'll let myself get hit, and I'll show you what I mean. So, oh, I forgot. If you put the hive blood on, the bees don't attack you. That's really awful of me. All right. So yeah, if you wear the hive blood, the bees don't even hurt you or attack you. So that's a plus. I'll show you outside the hive. All right. So I'll get hurt to these things. Now if you see up there, it's slowly regenerating. Slowly. And there we go. We've got it back, and no need to spend soul. But if we get hit again in quick succession, see it's still going. If we get hit again, it'll still only do the 1. So if you're good at avoiding hits, this is probably a decent enough charm, although it does cost 4 notches. And you still can heal with this, as long as you've got the soul for it. It's just not as useful as it may appear on the surface. It is absolutely useful for one specific area in the game, though. We'll go there in a little while. But first, we are going somewhere a lot darker. I may skip ahead to show you where we end up. Okay, so we're in the Ancient Basin. We've got the palace above us, but that's not where we're going right now. You may recall we went down here. This big sign, and a note saying we will not enter here any longer. Let's read it again. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. Notice that mark on the door there. King's Brand. So we have the King's authority now. We can open this old door where the refuse was put. talk about vertical, this place is just one long descent. These creepy bugs that don't eat or drink. More little corpses that look like us. We found so many of these. One of them was even a boss. The Abyss. And god damn, is that a lot of bodies. What did it say? The refuse. And that looks like our shade, except it's not. They don't give you soul, and whoop. Sibling. Fragment of a lingering will. Oh, and I did forget the bees, didn't I? Oh, Jesus, those guys. Hive soldier. Defends the hive against intruders with extendable stinger. And the hunter says, savage and dedicated warriors, be prepared to fight with them to the death if you plan on invading their home. Yeah, the Abyss is nice and creepy. Bunch of screaming statues. Here's the hint that took me a while to get. Our voices will cry out again. Remember, we've got an attack that makes our voice cry out. Consumed the Abyss Shriek. Tap B while holding up to unleash the shriek. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. This is the strongest spell in the entire game now. It has a bigger area of effect. You can see it screams out louder and more. If you hit a large boss with this attack, you can go do a ton of damage. So we're incorporating darkness into all of our attacks. So I wonder if that will become clear as to why later. Creepy and telling that all of these beings here are called siblings. That's not terrifying at all. Does not want us going over there. This atmospheric music, so it's just ambient sound. Reminds me a little bit of the sort of creepy ambient music John Williams did for the Emperor in Return of the Jedi. got here? Turn it off? Cannot. My king, I'm sorry. The sea calls. Guess he turned this off. Lighthouse. Guess that's becalmed the sea here. How on earth the sea convinced that bug to turn it off, though? Who knows? More of these black particles around too. Nope, can't get there. Secrets. Oh. Another one of those black fog doors. Hello, Mr. Giant Chozo Statue from Metroid. Absorbed the Shade Cloak. Press RT to dash forward, cloaked in shadow. Use the cloak to dash through enemies and their attacks without taking damage. So we can now dash if we wait for it to recharge. Takes a second or so, so we can't spam it, but when we dodge now, we can dodge through objects. There's a seal on this. Don't know if I ever noticed that before. Definitely coming back here. So now we can go through it. Arcane Egg. And now that we've got that, we can get through these shadow gates. And that instantly opens up a bunch of places for us. An Imprint of Abyss given form. Void tendrils. Fragments of the void taking the shape of sharp thrashing tendrils. And the hunter says, the bugs of Hallownest sometimes wondered whether there were other, older, stranger kingdoms below them. What strange fancies they had. That's probably why they were always so distracted and easy to kill. I don't know, Hunter. They might have been onto something. Alright, curiouser and curiouser. Okay. So there's a bit of a charge on it, like you can see, boop, there it goes. So you can't just spam that, otherwise you could be invincible way too long. So you can go whoop, now go. Yep. So you have to space it out. Very useful attack and would have come in very handy with that bee boss I just did. Forgot about those tendrils. Still angry. The sound of you just walking over bone. Let's go read that one. Sibling, fragment of a lingering will, and the hunter says, far down below us, beneath the kingdom, the air grows stiller, and a sense of emptiness pervades. Can life flourish down there? If so, I will hunt it. I don't know, dude. Alright, shit. That did a lot of damage. I am gonna quit and come back in, and so I don't have to climb all the way back up. Well, shit. I didn't think that through, did I? I'm gonna have to climb back out. I'll meet you back upstairs, everyone. Quick thing I missed on the way down here. A deep blue stone set atop a dais. You notice these blue things up here. We'll come back here later. Anyway, I'll meet you up top. We have a visitor. Hello, Hornet. It faced the void and ascends unscathed. Could it unite such vast darkness? Ghost, I see you face the place of your birth, and now drape yourself in the substance of its shadow. Though its strength is born of similar source, that part of you, that crucial emptiness, I do not share. Funny, then, that such darkness gives me hope. Within it, I see the chance of change. A difficult journey you would face, but a choice it can create. Prolong our world's stasis, or face the heart of its infection. I urge you to take the harder path, but what end may come, the decision rests with you. Okay, Hornet. Thanks for setting us on the path and giving us more options. Okay, so lore and mysteries abound in today's episode, or episodes. I'll probably split this into two, but God knows where I'm going to break it off. Hope everyone had a fun time. We did a couple of bosses. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to split this one up, but we're learning a lot more of the lore. Oh, another thing, for people who actually get this far watching my videos, first of all, thank you. I'm glad that, you know, it's interesting and entertaining, or one combination of the other. But would you prefer it if I talked more about the lore, or, you know, even just in a more conversational way, or talked about the fact that I know a lot more, or prefer it if I'm just, you know, going through and discovering it with you? I'd be genuinely interested to know. Yeah. So yeah, until next time, have a good one, and stay safe, everyone. Bye.